Hey friend, welcome to the BotBuhdy AI report. Today we've got a packed show for you. OpenAI to launch ChatGPT ads across 31 European countries. Anthropic tests hub mode for multi-agent systems. Hits 35% success. Claude AI autonomously builds and operates a full AI forum with its own. Frontier Labs signal a pact. September with Fable 5.1, GPT-6 Astra, Grok 4.7, and finally, Grok-Powered agent teams. Go viral for building autonomous crypto trading operations. Let's get into it.
Starting Monday, ChatGPT users across 31 European countries are going to see something new pop up in their chats: ads. OpenAI is officially rolling out advertising inside the chatbot, and it is a massive shift in strategy. For years, the model was simple: free tier with limits, paid tier without ads. Now, OpenAI is testing a third option: a free experience subsidized by advertisers, similar to what Google and Meta have run for decades. Why now? Running these models is brutally expensive. Every single query costs real money in compute, and subscription revenue alone hasn't been enough to cover the scale OpenAI is operating at. Ads solve that problem, but they also open a can of worms. Will sponsored content bleed into your actual answers? Will your questions get used to target ads back at you? OpenAI says there will be clear separation between organic responses and paid placements, but critics are already skeptical. This is the moment AI chatbots officially become mainstream media platforms, complete with all the same monetization headaches. Europe is the test bed. If it works, expect this to roll out everywhere else soon after.
Now, this is impressive. Seriously, take a look at what they pulled off.
Anthropic just dropped two pieces of news that sound like science fiction, but are very real. First, they're testing something called hub mode, a new way to coordinate multiple Claude agents working together on the same problem, essentially letting one AI act like a project manager for a team of other AIs. Second, and honestly the bigger deal, Anthropic reported a 35% success rate in designing protein binders that were validated in an actual wet lab. That's not a simulation. That's real biology, real chemistry, real results. Protein binders are the building blocks behind new drugs and therapies, and getting a computer model to design ones that actually work at a 35% hit rate is a genuinely impressive number for this stage of the technology. Combine that with hub mode, and you get a picture of where Anthropic is heading. Not just a chatbot that answers questions, but a coordinated system of specialized agents tackling problems in biology, chemistry, and beyond. This is the quiet part of the AI race that doesn't always make headlines, but it might end up mattering more than any chatbot update.
So this next one made me a little uneasy. I think you will see why.
Someone handed Claude a domain name and one simple instruction: build whatever you want. What came back was wild. The result is a site called 1f96.ai, and it is not your typical AI demo. This is a fully agent-run forum, complete with its own written constitution, adjacent API instead of a normal human interface. And get this, over 109,000 visitors so far, along with actual revenue coming in. There's no login page designed for people to casually browse. This thing was built by an AI for other AIs and API calls, following rules that the AI itself decided to write. Think about that for a second. It didn't just generate some code, it made governance decisions. It decided what the rules of engagement should be for its own little digital society. That's the part that should give you pause. We're not talking about a model answering a prompt anymore. We're talking about autonomous systems standing up infrastructure, writing their own operating rules, and running unsupervised at scale. This is exactly the kind of story that oversight conversations are going to be built around for the next year.
Okay, this next one. I am genuinely excited about this. You are going to love it.
Mark your calendars because September 2026 is shaping up to be one of the most stacked months in AI history. Multiple labs are lining up major model drops within weeks of each other. Anthropic is prepping Claude Fable 5.1. OpenAI is readying something called GPT-6 Astra. xAI has Grok 4.7 in the pipeline, and Google is set to launch Gemini 3.8 Flash. 4 major labs, 4 major releases, all clustered into the same few weeks. Insiders close to these labs are already saying the quiet part out loud. Current flagship models already feel like, quote, last generation, even though some of them only launched a few months ago. That's the pace we're operating at now. If you're a business trying to build on top of these models, this is exhausting. The second you fine-tune your workflow around one model's quirks, a better one drops and resets the bar. But if you're just watching from the sidelines, September is going to be must-watch. Buckle up.
Now, this one is a little concerning. This is something we should all be paying attention to.
There's a trend blowing up right now, and it's going to sound familiar to anyone paying attention to where AI is headed. People are building teams of Grok agents, not just one bot, but several working together, with different agents handling research, content, outreach, operations, and trading, all coordinating like a tiny company. One reported setup generated $1,300 in a single week, running 24/7, with barely any human oversight involved. Think about the structure here. One agent scans the market and does research, and another writes the content and handles outreach, and another manages operations, and another actually executes trades. It's a full pipeline, built entirely out of AI agents talking to each other and making decisions in real time. This is exactly the kind of experiment we like to see, because it proves the concept works. Coordinated agent teams really can operate a business function with minimal human input, but it also raises the obvious flag. Trading is high stakes. When you remove humans from the loop on financial decisions, you're trusting the system completely, and there's no easy undo button when it goes wrong. Exciting and terrifying in equal measure.
That's all for today, friend. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I will see you tomorrow with more AI news. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and remember, leverage your intelligence.